Imagine a franchise with decades of history, passionate about its tradition, with a loyal fan base that never abandons the team. Now imagine that same franchise, year after year, stumbling over its own decisions, repeating mistakes that everyone can see, except those in charge. And the most shocking thing? All of this could have been avoided with a single different decision. The problem isn't just on-field performance, but arrogance, stubbornness, and misplaced priorities behind the scenes. What's about to happen could change the course of the season or completely sink a project. That promised so much more. Let's analyze everything, but first, click the like button and subscribe to stay informed. The Minnesota Vikings are staring straight into the abyss of a season that feels like it's slipping through their fingers again. And at the heart of it, a decision so baffling, so stubborn, that it may haunt the franchise for years: the refusal to prioritize the quarterback room during the offseason. This isn't just another Monday morning rant, it's a red alert flashing in purple and gold. Because what we're witnessing is a potential unraveling of not just the roster, but the very leadership of this team. Let's rewind just a bit back to an offseason that now looks like a complete miscalculation. The front office, led by adofo-mensah and head coach Kevin O'Connell, made the head-scratching decision to let both Sam Darnold and Daniel Jones walk. Not re-signing either of them could be the most consequential error this team has made in the last 5 years. Why? Because both quarterbacks are thriving. Darnold, looking sharper than ever in Seattle, delivering precision throws and establishing strong chemistry with receivers like JSN. Daniel Jones, a stunning 6-1 record, leading the league in multiple offensive categories. Meanwhile, the Vikings are rolling the dice with Carson Wentz and crossing their fingers that J.J. McCarthy's knee holds up. This isn't a J.J. McCarthy conversation, at least not yet. The rookie's talent is clear. Even through the injury doubts, there's belief he can be the guy. But that's the problem. Hope isn't a strategy in the NFL. And if he's at 85% or better, he should be playing this Thursday against the Chargers. There's no such thing as a soft landing spot in this league. The NFC North doesn't offer any. Waiting for a better time to debut a young QB is a fantasy. If not now, then when? Week 9 against the Lions, against the Ravens, against a hungry Packers defense. There is no better time. If he's healthy, he plays. But here's the real issue, and Vikings fans, this should infuriate you. Why is Carson Wentz still in the picture at all? What has he shown that gives anyone confidence he can lead this team to anything meaningful? He was dreadful against the Steelers. His performance was beyond forgettable. It was flat out damaging. The offense sputtered, the decision-making was erratic, and he played like a man lost. And yet, there's this lingering possibility he might start again Thursday. That would be nothing short of malpractice. The Vikings had options. Max Brosmer, the undrafted rookie, may not be a sure thing, but at least he's an unknown worth exploring. What do you have to lose? You already know what Wentz is. He's not taking you to the playoffs. He's not even giving you a chance. But Brosmer, he might be Brock Purdy 2.0, or maybe not. But you find out. That's the point. The mystery holds more value than the known disappointment. So how did we get here? Let's talk about the off-season process. The front office's decision-making was, frankly, a joke. They traded for Sam Howell, then flipped him for Wentz. They could have signed a reliable vet like Joe Flacco or Jacoby Brissett, guys who are playing solid football right now. Instead, they played the comp pick game. That precious 4th-round compensatory pick was prioritized over stability at the most important position in sports. Comp pick my ass. That mindset is why this team is heading toward another wasted season. And for what? A big free agency haul? Let's be honest, what has that even brought us? Javon Hargrave has been invisible. Jonathan Allen had one decent game all year. Ryan Kelly, Will Fry. This so-called spending spree has yielded next to nothing. The money's gone, and so is the opportunity. If JJ doesn't hit and hit fast, this franchise could be stuck in mediocrity for years. Not bad enough to draft top 5. Not good enough to win playoff games. Just floating. And we've seen this movie before, haven't we? In fact, here's a stat that should shake you to your core. The Minnesota Vikings have won just 3 playoff games in the last 19 seasons. 3. That's what 2 decades of good enough gets you. This team has mastered the art of being just competitive enough to give hope and just flawed enough to break your heart. They're the kings of 7-10 purgatory. And yet they're praised every year for being a well-run organization. The NFLPA report card comes out, and we're number 1 in facilities, in treatment, In cafeteria food. Great, you know what we're not number one in. Wins when it counts. That should be the only metric that matters. So what now? If JJ isn't ready, Brosmer must start, period. The Carson Wentz experiment needs to end. The sooner the team stops pretending Wentz is the answer, the better for everyone involved. And if Kevin O'Connell can't see that, if he's too proud to admit a mistake, too committed to his own vision to pivot, then his seat should start getting warm. Because if JJ and Dallas Turner don't pan out, this entire regime needs to go. Kwesi, KOC both. Vikings fans, I want to hear from you. Should JJ McCarthy start Thursday no matter what? Or do you give Brosmer a shot and end the Wentz saga now? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And while we're on the subject of accountability, we need to talk about Kevin O'Connell. What happened to the offensive mastermind we were promised? This team came out of a bye week with extra prep time and got outcoached, outplayed, and outschemed at home against an Eagles defense that came in ranked among the worst against the run. The Vikings couldn't generate anything consistent on the ground. 4 of the 5 starting offensive linemen were active, including Christian Darrisaw and Brian O'Neill. Yet again, the run game failed to show up when it mattered most. And that failure falls squarely on the head coach. You've got a backfield featuring W. Fry, one of the most underrated runners in the league, and Jordan Mason. You invested heavily in the offensive line, and still, nothing. This isn't just a one-game problem. It's a trend. In big games, this offense folds. And when your quarterback play is shaky like it was with Wentz, the running game has to be your lifeline. Instead, it was non-existent. It all circles back to a core issue: decision-making. Whether it was letting Sam Darnold walk after a 35-touchdown season, or giving up on Daniel Jones just as he was peaking, or throwing money into a free agency black hole, the Vikings front office looks more reactive than proactive. And now, the only way forward is to embrace the unknown. Turn the page. Start JJ if he's healthy. Start Max Brosmer if he's not. But stop wasting snaps on Carson Wentz. Stop pretending this season can be salvaged with yesterday's mistake at quarterback. Give fans something to believe in again. Because right now, the frustration is boiling over, and for good reason. And finally, look around the NFC. The Lions are real. The Packers are unpredictable but dangerous. The Bears are still a mess, but even they know what direction they're heading. The Vikings, right now, they're standing still, clinging to a failed plan and hoping something changes. But hope isn't a strategy, and patience is running out. So if you're still watching, I want you to sound off, hit that like button, smash that subscribe if you want more real, unfiltered takes like this. But most importantly, drop a comment. Do you believe Kevin O'Connell and Kwesi Adofo-Mensah should stay if JJ McCarthy doesn't work out? Or is it time for a total reset? Let's get the conversation going. SKOL.